Hello, beloveds, and welcome to your free guided meditation to meet the spirit of Cornwall. So I want you to prepare yourself and your space however you feel. There is no requirements here of you. You can be sitting, you can be lying down, you can be in a darkened room or a bright space, whatever works best for you. And when you are ready, I want you to close your eyes and begin to follow my pattern of breathing. We'll breathe in through the nose for as deeply as we can, and then hold at the top for as long as is comfortable, and then exhale through the mouth. You can sigh, you can tone, you can chant here, or just release the breath, whatever you need to do right now. And we'll repeat this rhythm a few times. So breathe in, hold, and release. In, hold, and release. In, hold, and release. In, hold, and release. In, and hold, and release. And one final time, breathe in through the nose, hold at the top, and release. Now in your mind's eye, begin to see yourself in a woodland environment, a Cornish woodland to be specific. As you walk through one of our many woodlands and notice the Jurassic ferns growing wildly along the path, begin to take in the environment and the senses around you. To the right of the woodland path that you are walking on, you can see a river flowing. You are walking upstream of this river, and it must have rained recently, for the river is strong and somewhat fierce in nature and strength. You begin to walk upstream, continuing on your woodland path. Can you smell the wet ferns and pine trees around you? You can hear the birds singing in the trees above you. Perhaps there is a collared dove, a sparrow, a robin, maybe even a seagull far off somewhere towards the coast that you can hear. And the energy is ancient and almost palpable. You feel as if you have been here before with this energy, although you cannot name when or why or how, but here you have been, and your presence has been felt here before. Look down at your feet and notice that they are bare, and see them walking one step at a time, left, right, left, right, left, right, carrying you on your sacred pilgrimage to meet the spirit of Cornwall. That energy that you are feeling, that energy of balance, of hope, and of joy, of ancient wisdom, of rejuvenation, of myth, mystery, and magic. You come to a shallow and much quieter part of the river now, and since it is a warm day, you dip your feet in, feeling the coolness of it surround your feet and your ankles, maybe even up to your knees if the river is particularly deep here. And bend down slightly so that your hands may cup this water and bring it to your mouth to sip of it. Drink in the sacredness of our waters. Drink in the cleansing and rejuvenating energies that pervade here. Feeling the energies of surrender and bliss rise within you as you sip of the sacred river of water. When you are ready, turn back to your woodland path and begin walking upstream once more. You see flocks of birds fly from the treetops overhead to different trees. And this is the first time you're really stopping to notice the trees. There are trees of hawthorn, representing beauty, love, and devotion and sensuality. There are willow trees by the river, which help you attune to your intuition and really tap into any emotions that may come up for you during this time in this special place. There are trees of oak, as old as mankind it would seem, big and strong and comforting. And these tree energies and their essences bring you strength and knowledge and ancestral connection to this ancient land. Run your hands across these trees as you continue to walk upstream. Up and up you go. Eventually, you come to a clearing on your left-hand side, a little divot or a pathway through the trees, and through it you can see this clearing. And goodness, what a woodland clearing it is. You may have to duck down beneath some low-hanging branches to get there, but bend down you do, and eventually, after crawling through the brush, you reach this clearing, just as the sun begins to set. And you can see the sunset, for this clearing is actually on a cliff top. You are encased by the woodland by three sides, to your left, to your right, and behind you. And right in front of you at the edge of the clearing is the cliff, followed by the ocean, followed by the setting sun. The birds are beginning their even song now. And you begin to meander through this wildflower meadow. And in the centre you notice that there is an ancient tree growing there, surrounded by standing stones of different heights and of different types of stone and mineral. Perhaps some are quartz, granite, serpentine, perhaps even bloodstone, amethyst. Walk up to the tree in reverence and silence, and take your time. This is a pilgrimage. This is a journey to a deity that is known and unknown by so many people. This deity requires only your presence and your gratitude to connect with you. Take note of what tree is in the middle of the stone circle. Is it perhaps a hawthorn, willow, or an oak? Or is it a birch, a magnolia, an apple? Whatever it is, take a note. And when we are finished with this meditation, you may go and explore and research the meaning of that tree to you. You are so close to this tree now, so close that you bring both hands up to your shoulders, palms facing out, and press them softly against the bark of this tree. Feel its ancient energy wrapping around you, holding the space for you and everything that you are feeling, which you are experiencing, not just now, but in the greater realms of your life and your reality as well. Hug this tree, open your arms and wrap this tree up tightly in your loving and devotional embrace. Slowly but surely, you feel as if this tree is hugging you back. Now, whilst you are a firm believer in all things magic, you've never been hugged by a tree before. This is unusual. This is new. And so you open your eyes and begin to slowly back away from the tree just to gaze at it, just to see how it is hugging you. And then you notice that it is a tree no more. It is a figure clothed in green. It is neither man nor woman. You are in the presence of a deity, of the land spirit, the spirit of Cornwall. You both hug each other again, now knowing who the other one is, how they've missed your presence, how they've missed your connection. They're so happy to have you back with them in this space. You release from this hug, and the spirit of Cornwall gestures towards the sunset and invites you to walk with them. And you walk side by side in silence, in comfortable, relaxed silence together to the edge of this woodland cliff top. As you approach the cliff top, at whatever distance seems comfortable to you, you both take a seat on the grassy floor and earth beneath you, sitting cross-legged, and together you gaze out at the sun setting over the ocean. Watching the blazing oranges, the pinks, the very pale last bits of blue, and almost the hint of the darkest navy of the night sky creeping in. As the solar star sets, it gives one big green flash of light, and this light envelops you and the spirit of Cornwall, connecting you both together as deity and child, and connecting you to this land, no matter where you are on Mama Gaia's body. Whilst you are both wrapped in this vibrant green energy, the spirit of Cornwall faces you and begins to talk. They have a message for you. What do they want you to know? Ask them questions, and if it is in their remit to answer, then they will. And if they are not speaking to you in words, then listen to your intuition, or take note of your emotions or any images that come to your mind. And perhaps the spirit of Cornwall still does not speak, but instead presents you with a gift that represents their message to you. Whatever it is, spend a couple of minutes in silence with the spirit of Cornwall to receive their energy and their messages for you. And as the spirit of Cornwall finishes their message to you, you notice that night has begun. It is fully set in now, and the constellations and the stars above you begin to form. And you thank the spirit of Cornwall for their message or gift for you. And together you both look up at the night sky, perhaps seeing a shooting star or the full moon above you. When you are ready, you both stand once more and begin to walk back to the stone circle within which you found the spirit of Cornwall. Together you walk once more in silence and once more side by side. You finally reach the centre of the stone circle, and the spirit of Cornwall embraces you, letting you know that you can return to this space and this time and this energy whenever you like, whenever you want to relax or connect with this land and its energies, or just pop in for a hello and a chat. This space and this deity is always here for you. You both hug each other tightly and warmly, and then you notice that you are not being hugged anymore. And so you release, and you notice that the spirit of Cornwall has turned back into their tree form. And so you bid farewell to the tree and the sacred energies of this place, and begin to walk back to the edge of the woodland. You turn back and see the full moon illuminating the tree and the stone circle. And with one last smile, you push through the undergrowth again, crouching down and coming back to your woodland path. This time you're walking downstream, beginning by looking at your feet and notice how they walk barefoot downstream, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and left. You cannot really see the stream, not through the darkness, but you can hear it. It is calmer now, more peaceful than it was before. And the birds have stopped their singing, for they are all in their nests, ready to sleep through the night. But now you can hear different creatures beginning their chorus. You hear the insects of the night. Perhaps you hear a snake slither past you, or an owl hooting in the distance. And when you are ready, you can begin to come back to your physical body in your reality of space and time as you know it. You can begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers, stretch your neck, and if you need to or want to, then give yourself a big, gentle hug, just as the spirit of Cornwall did. Now, my lovelies, thank you so much for joining me for this meditation. I hope it brought you to a place of comfort, relaxation and peace at a minimum. I hope it brought you to somewhere special, somewhere comforting, somewhere that you felt connected. If you'd like to explore more of our guided meditations, then you can find near enough all of the exclusive ones on our Patreon, the link to which is included in the bio of this video. Enjoy the rest of your day, beloveds, and have a magical time.